What is going on, guys? Commodore Laz here today, bringing to you my very first ever manga collection video. That's something I've been wanting to do for quite a number of years now. We're talking close to maybe 4 to 5 years now of going back into the anime manga world, collecting the different type of series over that course of time. And I figured the time was now to finally showcase my collection, my stature of glory, 400 plus volumes worth of manga, if you count the 3-in-1s, the 2-in-1s, and all the good stuff. But before I even get into this video, I just want to say real quickly that, number one, I don't go through too many of the volumes, like sit back and explain, why I got this series and blah, blah, blah. Because if I did that, it would be probably looking at close to an hour worth of, content. And for me to cut down everything and try to render this thing, I'd probably be looking at the next day to literally get the video completed. So we're not going to be doing that. But number two as well, of course, with that, is I have a bunch of different manga as well that's set up in different places. Some manga you probably have seen before in different places in my room, when I do my recordings, my displays, and all that stuff. And I have some manga that I actually set up in another room that we're going to go to afterwards. So I did record the manga collection video on Sunday, July 9th. I'm recording this part right now in post-production on July 11th. So when you guys see the video content afterwards, we're going in a flashback back to the present time. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So without further ado, guys, let's get into Commodore Laz's manga collection. Alrighty, so first off, we're going to show off the very first manga that I have here in display. You guys probably see this all the time now in my videos. In the very back, I have Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin, which is pretty much the manga volumes in my collection that have the absolute best covers. Just a little glimpse of it, of course, with volumes 1 and 12. But yeah, we have over here volumes 1, scattered all the way through until we get to the very last volume right here, volume 12. Just absolutely amazing stuff here. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but I figure, because this is the best looking covers of any manga release that I have on me, I figure, I'll make this part of the display when I record my videos. But yeah, Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin, got the amiibos on the very top over here, protecting it, safeguarding it for me, because it is a very expensive manga volume set, and very happy to have it in my collection. Probably one of my very favorite manga that I've ever owned. So yeah, Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin. So to kick it off, we have Vagabond volumes 1 through 12 in the Visbig editions, as well as the single editions for volume 1 and 24. Volume 1 being a sealed copy. Very happy to have this in my collection as well, but the only reason why I don't have them in my shelves, as you can tell, they take up a lot of space, and for certain reasons why I have some open spots in my collection, just for other manga coming in. But of course, over here now we have Vinland Saga books 1 through 8, another amazing series. Here, definitely these two would find a spot somewhere in my favorite seinen manga of all time. But yeah, I definitely need to get on to doing a video one day. But yeah, volumes 1 through 16 of 20th Century Boys, a manga series that I truly need to buy more volumes of. I'm actually at the 16th volume as of right now, and I'm trying to hold off on it just because if I do read this last volume, I'm going to find myself buying the rest of the series. But definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen already. Another one, All You Need Is Kill, which I still need to read, but I've heard many good things about it, based on the Edge of Tomorrow film. So yeah, definitely another one to get into. Volumes 1 through 9 of Assassination Classroom, which, very fantastic manga. I don't know if I see myself buying more of the manga volumes for it, but still a fantastic series and great memories overall. And of course, over here, what's a manga collection without Attack on Titan? We have volumes 1 all the way up until volume 17 and then volume 20, as well as the special edition with the DVD Isla's Notebook for volume 17 of Attack on Titan. Another good one over here. Then we have Blackjack volume 1. Another one I wanted to get into for a while, but just never got the chance to do so because of, it's very rare to find these type of manga volumes anywhere. So regardless, one day I do plan to check it out. And of course, over here on the side, we have volumes 1, 19, and 55 of Bleach. And then down here, we have volumes 56 through 68 of Bleach, which I need to do by volume 69 and 70 that have just come out. I probably only see myself getting up until the very ends of the 1,000-year global arc, and probably that's about it of my collection with Bleach. Still a good series. I mean, it has a lot of problems towards the end, but regardless, still a fun journey. Over here also we have Deadman Wonderland volume 1, volumes 1, 23 through 25 of The Goatman, aka The Gray Man, volumes 1 and 2 of The Flowers of Evil, which I've actually never read, and Full Metal Alchemist volume 19. Specific reasons, of course, you guys know in my Sustain History video why I picked this up. The Goats right over here, amazing volume cover as well. And then afterwards, of course, we have volumes 1 through 9 of Food Wars, which I really need to get back into collecting this series. I think it's already on volume 17 or 18 right now in English. But yeah, Food Wars, fantastic series. Can't wait for that season 3 in the fall. We have Gintama, volumes 1, 3, 15, and 20. Very rare to find these volumes anywhere nowadays, and I'm very glad to have these at least in my collection. Alongside over here, actually kind of going backwards, but we have Golden Kamuy. Before Goodnight Pun Pun, we have Golden Kamuy Volume 1. See, this is the problem with my collection. I have to usually do this with a lot of volumes of manga just because I don't have enough space to kind of put everything the way I want it to. And of course, I don't want to stack them in front of the other ones because, it just feels like, in a way, I'm kind of disrespecting my volumes a bit. But Haikyuu Volumes 1 through 13. My second favorite sports series when it comes to manga. And of course, we have Hunter x Hunter Volumes 3, then 29 through 33. Not much else to say, but Hunter x Hunter is amazing. But Togashi, please stop the hiatuses. Just give me the dark content. That's all I ask for. And of course, we have JoJo Volumes 1 and 2. And then, of course, down at the bottom, we have Volume 3 of Phantom Blood and the first volume of Battle Tendency for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I want to buy more of the volumes, but I think for the time being, I'm probably going to end up getting at least the first volumes of each new part until probably part 4 or part 6. Or part 6, part 7 probably comes out, and then buy the volumes from there, because those are the parts I really did enjoy the most, parts 4 and part 7. Then we have over here Phantom Hourglass and Majora's Mask for The Legend of Zelda. We have Monster Volume 1 of the Signature Editions, which I really need to get back on either the manga or the anime down the line. Over here we have is My Hero Academia Volumes 1 through 8, another big title coming out from Weekly Shonen Jump. It could be easily a title I can see in the big 3 down the line. Give it a few more years and we'll see where it goes. And then we have over here volumes 14 through 16 and then 63 through 72 of Naruto. I enjoy Naruto. I mean, I find myself, putting at the number 3 of the big 3, One Piece, Bleach, and then Naruto, but I can't lie. There are parts I do enjoy of it from the early parts, as you see here, 14 through 16 being my favorite parts of the entirety of Naruto, but then after that, it kind of does fall off a bit, but still a good series at the very end. So yeah, Naruto. And of course, before I forget, I also have The Mysterious Underground Men by Osamu Tezuka at the very top, as well as the official fan book for Naruto, which I actually bought way back in the day when I was getting the volumes of the manga, when it was the Obito reveal and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I didn't want to forget these two because they're the very top. And yeah, like I said before, it's very tough not to forget certain manga that you have that's hanging on the top parts of my collection. But yeah, these two volumes, Mysterious Underground Men, and of course the official fan book for Naruto. And over here we have is No Longer Human, volumes 1 through 3. Fantastic series. I think this is another one that probably fits into my top 5 seinen manga collection. Just amazing. You would have to go and experience it yourself. I do own some of the novels for Osamu Dazai. I know this is done by Yusamu Furuya, but yeah, Osamu Dazai, fantastic author. And I really love the manga adaptation for this. But yeah, definitely check this out if you haven't already. No Longer Human. And then we have Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan, which I need to eventually get back into because it's been a long time. Probably 3 years now since I've last read this first volume. So maybe down the line I'll probably check it out. And of course over here we have volumes 1 through 13 of All Parts Hunter, or 666 Seinen in Japan. This is easily one I need to get back into. A really underrated shonen series. And you guys know, of course, Seshi Kishimoto, the twin brother of Masashi Kishimoto. Very fantastic story. Really love the main character, my boy Geoffrey. Greatness, as you see. Whole bunch of him in the cover as well. But yeah, All Parts Hunter. And of course over here we have is One Piece volumes 1, 42, and then 57 through 60, all the way until we get to volume 82 right over here. Very amazing stuff over here with One Piece. I really do want to eventually collect the rest of the series, whether it be through the box sets or just collecting the single volumes. But yeah, this is a staple to my channel, and I can never see myself not reading the story for One Piece. Even right now, it's very story driven. The fights have kind of been lacking as of late, but eventually, Oda's going to find that balance again, and One Piece will be GOAT, as always. But yeah, One Piece. Next up we have is Parasite volumes 1 through 8. I've actually watched the anime for Parasite. I just never read the manga, but I did get this back when the anime was going on, and of course when the manga came back into release through Kodansha. But yeah, volumes 1 through 8. I need to eventually get into the manga for this and kind of see whether I enjoy the anime adaptation or if I like the manga more. I know this is a little bit different. I know the use of computers in the anime is completely different here in the manga, because the manga, it's more of the olden time stuff. But yeah, Parasite volumes 1 through 8. And over here we have is volumes 1 through 8, well, 1 through 6, 8, 9, and then 11 through 15 of Katekyo Hitman Reborn. I just need volumes 7, 10, and I believe 16, 17 before I have the entire collection of Hime Reborn in English. I have to get this. This is probably easily one of my favorite shonen manga. Just a fantastic series, and I really need to get back on the anime and then jump on the last few arcs of the manga. But yeah, Hime Reborn, Suna Greatness, Gokudera, Yamamoto, just the greatest. And of course, the best character in the entire series. Right there, Lambo-chan, man. Lambo-chan! And of course, hiding here in the corner, we have his Rurouni Kenshin Volume 1, which I do plan on checking out more of the manga later down the line once I pretty much finish with the anime, with the Shishio arc. I don't know if I want to read it through the single volumes or maybe go and get the Fizbig 3-in-1s instead. You guys let me know what's the best route for Rurouni Kenshin. I keep asking people just so I can get like a solidified opinion and what the best option is when it comes to Rurouni Kenshin. And down here we have his 7 Deadly Sins volumes 1 through 20. I really love over here how you have like the spine and stuff, kind of like with Dragon Ball. Look at the focus. There we go. We got the focus over here. Look at that. Just absolutely fantastic over here. Just meets up all the way to the very end of 20. But yeah, fantastic series. Definitely highly recommended to anyone who has ever wanted to get into this series. It's personally one of my favorites. Probably one of the best titles I own when it comes to Kodansha titles. And yeah, and the Natsu no Taizai, very worthy of being in my collection. And of course, before I forget these ones, we have Slam Dunk Volume 1, which I need to get more into because I kind of haven't really bought more of the volumes of it recently. And over here we have Shaman King Volumes 1 through 3. Another one I really need to get into. I really like the premise of it. It's kind of like JoJo Spirits. Like the way the abilities work, it's kind of like with JoJo's, except like instead of stands, it's like spirits, like ghosts. And over here we have his Tokyo Ghoul Volumes 1 through 13. I almost have the entire collection. Volume 14 set to drop possibly, I think, next month. So definitely looking forward to getting the last volume and then binge reading the very first part of Tokyo Ghoul. Just such an amazing series. And, Tokyo Ghoul Re, especially right now, has been doing fantastic in Japan. I just can't wait to see where the story goes from here. But yeah, I'm very excited to finally own the entirety of Tokyo Ghoul. And of course, what is a manga collection video without probably one of my very favorite shonen series, Toriko! We have volumes 1, 2, 14, 15, and then I have 17, as you can see over here, all the way through 29. But it doesn't stop there, of course. Hope the darkness isn't too bad here, but we have volumes 30 through 37 of Toriko. Fantastic series. We'll go back up here so we get better lighting. But yeah, fantastic series. Definitely recommend it to anyone who ever wants to get into this. You can say what you want about the comparisons with Dragon Ball and One Piece. To be honest, I didn't know about those comparisons until I got to the time skip. And then I saw like a bunch of wallpapers and stuff with like Goku and Luffy. But regardless though, I love this series to death. The power scaling, the world building, just fantastic stuff, man. The third Oni, man. That's all I gotta say, man. When you hear that name, just greatness awaits. And over here we have this Ubelblatt's Volume Noir or Zero. I read this like a long time ago, and I really want to get back into this one, but I forgot how many volumes there are now, 4 or 5 possibly since then. And just because I'm really trying to stay away from like too many volumes where like it's like omnibuses and stuff, because it really does take up a lot of space on my bookshelf. And I really like the single editions a lot better because I can fit more into it instead. But yeah, Ubelblatt though, still a fantastic series and definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to get into it. And over here we have my favorite manga of 2017 that I bought, that I put in my collection. And you already know, I talk about this like crazy in my Sustain Industry videos. I also did a review to this if you haven't checked that out already. But welcome to the Ballroom or Ballroom at Yokozo, volumes 1 through 5. Fantastic series. Highly, 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 highly recommend it. I can't say anything else, but this is probably easily my favorite manga of 2017 of the things that I have collected. Does it is it ongoing, best ongoing for me? I mean, when I eventually one day get into the manga, when with the regular single chapters or regular chapters that are coming out, I'll probably have a different opinion to that. But as of right now, just enjoying the manga that are coming out through the volumes, and of course through the anime from Production IG. So yeah, man, welcome to the Ballroom greatness. And over here we have his Whistle volumes 1 through 4. Now this is actually the oldest of manga volumes that's in my collection, because I actually had these for quite a long time, back in the day when I was in the 3rd, 4th grade, when I went to my library. And at the time they were selling a lot of copies of books and stuff that people weren't having interest anymore, and they were getting rid of. And I remember they had the first 3 volumes of Whistle. Later down the line, because they were damaged and all scraped out, Decided, I pretty much get rid of them and then maybe one day find some better volumes for them. And look at here, man. The bookstore I've been telling you guys, man, that's been crazy. I found these guys here, and hopefully I can find more volumes down the line. But yeah, The Whistle, volumes 1 through 4. Soccer manga greatness, man. You combine manga and my favorite sport, soccer, aka football, you just have a masterpiece waiting in front of you. And over here we have is Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches, volumes 1 through 3. I did like the anime adaptation for it until I found out they were skipping through a lot of content in the manga when they were adapting into the anime. So I figured I'd check out the first 3 volumes, and I like the pacing here for it a lot. And eventually down the line, I do want to read more of this. I don't know if I'm going to buy more of the volumes. I'll probably read online through Crunchyroll. But yeah, Yamada-kun and Seven Witches. And over here we have is Yaomushi Pedal Volume 1. Not the Vizbig, but the omnibus edition for Yaomushi Pedal through Yen Press. I do like Yaomushi Pedal. I do really like the anime a lot more than I do with the manga. But I did buy this out of respect, because it's the very first release for Yaomushi Pedal here in North America. And I don't want this to be one of these series that, comes out over here and then it never gets sold. And then afterwards they use an excuse like a sports manga can never sell over here in the West. But Yaomushi Pedal Volume 1. This is Volume 1 and 2 for the first omnibus. And over here we have is Yu Yu Hakusho Volumes 1 and Zombie Powder Volume 1. Of course, Yu Yu Hakusho by Yoshihiro Togashi, and then Taito Kubo, his second series people know him for, Zombie Powder, which I haven't read before, but I have seen the anime, of course, for Yu Yu Hakusho. Fantastic stuff, and I wanted to at least own the first volume to this amazing series. And it's a Zombie Powder. Maybe down the line I might get the other volumes that I've seen before at my bookstore for 2, 3, and 4. But yeah, Zombie Powder, I don't know. We'll see how things go from there. And alright, so we're in the next room. So over here we have volumes 1 and 2 of Bakuman. We have Barrage, volumes 1 and 2. We also have Bastard, volumes 3 through 5. This is like the right to left edition, I believe, or left to right graphic novels for Bastard. We have volumes 1, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 36, and 37 of Berserk, which I really need to get more of that. We have Blood Blockade Battlefront Volume 1. We also have Death Note Volumes 1 through 6, and then 8 and 9. We have Dragon Ball Z, the very first volume, Volume 1. We also have Final Fantasy, I believe this is Type 0, the manga volume that came with the collector's edition that I had for the game. We also have Volumes 1 through 3 of the 3-in-1s for Full Metal Alchemist. Over here too we have is Gangsta Volumes 1 through 6, Hellsing Volume 1, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Volume 1 of Stardust Crusaders. We have Kingdom Hearts Volumes 1 and 2. This is, I believe, Kingdom Hearts 2, yeah, Volumes 1 and 2. Kingdom Hearts 35A 2 Days Volumes 1 through 5. And over here we have is Arslan Volumes 1 through 3. We have Magi, that Magi Greatness Volumes 1 through 19, which I really need to get back into the manga. It's probably been like 40 chapters now since the last time I've read it. And over here at the very top we have is Ajin Volumes 1 through 6. Again, a lot of these volumes are out of order because I haven't really had the time to organize this in advance. But we have over here is Mega Man X Volume 1. I believe, I forgot where the hell this came from. I'm pretty sure my brother got this. But yeah, it's probably one of his volumes. And over here we have is Naruto Volumes 1 through 5. Which is pretty much my brother's very first volumes that he ever bought when he was getting money and stuff for himself to buy his own manga volumes. So very sentimental stuff for him. I haven't seen the anime myself. And over here we have a Neon Genesis Volumes 1 through 14 of the 3-in-1s, and then the very last 2-in-1 right there at the end. Very fantastic series. I definitely recommend it to anybody. And I'm looking forward to seeing how the anime handled it, and of course the movies. And over here we have is Noragami Volumes 1 and 2. I really enjoyed the anime for it, but don't know if I have any plans to get into the manga. But regardless, very good series as well. Then we have One Punch Man Volumes 1 through 7 over here. We have is Volumes 8 through 11. I don't know if I'm going to plan to buy more One Punch Man volumes until probably when like more decide to come out. So if it gets like Volume 14 or 15, I might consider buying more of it. For now, I'm probably going to wait off until more volumes come out from One Punch Man. I just haven't felt that, that rush to get more of the volumes, if you guys feel me. I really do like the anime a little bit more because the pacing for the manga is kind of weird at times, and the bi-weekly thing kind of throws me off a bit. But One Punch Man, we have some Pokemon volumes over here. We have Siren Volume 1. I really need to get back into this one. I really like the premise of that. More of my brother's volumes of Scott Pilgrim. saves the world, I believe, for just a regular Scott Pilgrim. We have Seraph of the End, is more of his volumes here, 1 through 5. We have Sergeant Frog, Volume 1, that for sure is one of his. And over here we have this Soul Eater, Volume 1. I really do want to check out the manga for this, or at least the anime, but I've heard the anime does have a filler ending, so it doesn't end on the right conclusion. And some people are kind of mixed with the ending for the manga as well. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below if Soul Eater is worth checking out. And over here we have this Terraform Mars volumes 1 through 12, which I think right now it's on volume 18 right now in English. I could be wrong. Also, it's currently on hiatus at the moment in Japan, but I don't know. You guys let me know from the volumes over here. Should I continue getting Terraform Mars? I kind of stopped on it to go and pick up some other series, and I want to know your thoughts. Is it worth getting back into, or should I just avoid it for the time being? So yeah, that's Terraform Mars volumes 1 through 12. And then over here we have volumes 1 through 8 of World Trigger. I've been hearing a lot of good things now recently with the manga, but unfortunately I believe this is another one that is currently on hiatus, and hopefully the mangaka is able to come back and eventually continue with the story for World Trigger, because this is currently, I believe, a top 20 seller right now in Japan, and it would kind of suck if that success is kind of taken away because the mangaka can't write the story that they want to, because of recent injuries. But yeah, we have World Trigger. And of course, a couple of light novels over here. We have Death Note, L Change of the World, and Log Horizon Volume 1 light novel. And then a couple of Berserk volumes over here. I believe right here, this is, we're going to check that out. Yeah, this is Volume 38 in Japanese, which this is pretty much my brother's. I bought this for him over in City Japan, where I get a lot of my Japanese imports. And of course over here, I believe this is either a data book or an art book. For this one, but I actually never seen the material that's inside. Careful, I don't get. Yeah, it's like more of like a data book, I think, for Berserk as well. But yeah, definitely look forward to seeing that. Hopefully, it gets an English release down the line. But yeah, that's pretty much the very end of the manga volumes that I have here. Alrighty, guys, that pretty much concludes today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun for the 1 hour, 2 hours that it took on Sunday to pretty much try and record this video. And regardless, the way it came out was just pretty much the whole way I was hoping it would come out. I did have a couple of errors in there that kind of screwed things up a bit. The Berserk one being an obvious one, but regardless though, ton of fun to do. Hopefully I can do this one again for my anime and video game collection. If you guys do want to see that from me, please be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. Social media links will be down also, of course, in the description as well. Guys, hit me up on Twitter if you want to show me your own manga collection videos, or a photo if you guys don't want to record it, you just want to show off a photo of as well. Please be sure to hit me up over on Commodore Laz on my Twitter handle, and I'll come and check out the video or photo you guys want to send to me of your own collections. Share the video as well. If you have other people who like watching manga collection videos, they just never seen mine yet, since it's pretty brand new, please be sure to do that and forward them over here to this video. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys again next time. Commodore Laz, signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.